Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett Land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice, and I have a raspy voice today. I have no idea what's going on with my voice today. It is nuts. I don't know. I feel like I got allergies or something. It's real scratchy, real itchy. But anyway, happy to be here with you this morning. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Listen how crazy I sound. I think I just did too much, like over the last week. 77 degrees going up to a high of 90. It's going to be hot. It's going to be a hot day today. Hope you had a wonderful 4th of July. I did. You know, it was so crazy because my family holidays are a really big deal, right? Like, we celebrate pretty much every holiday. Starting at starting kind of at Easter, because my mother used to always like to make a big Easter dinner, and then Memorial Day would come, and it always fell around her birthday, so we had a cookout. Then the 4th of July would come, and we would have a cookout, and then the next Labor Day we'll have something, but it's not really like a big deal. Thanksgiving and Christmas, huge. So I'm looking forward to those holidays. Don't know how I feel about them yet. But anyway, I got to tell you this. We got through the 4th of July, which was yesterday. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July. I want to give a happy birthday. I'll shout out to the two of my mother's good friends. They're both in heaven with her right now. But Sarah Pearl, which was her best friend, she had two best friends. Sarah Pearl, her name was Sarah. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Sarah Pearl, all the way in heaven. And Naomi, who was another good friend of hers. They've been friends since we moved to Jersey. Like, when we moved to Jersey, we all lived on 19th Street. So shout out to my people on 19th Street up in Newark, New Jersey. We all lived on 19th Street. And Sarah, my mother, and Naomi all worked at the hospital together. So they've been friends for a very, 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 like 40 something years. They were friends. About 40 years they were friends. And both my mom and Naomi passed away this year. My mom passed away in January. I think Naomi passed away like in March. Sarah passed away some years ago. She that was my mom's best friend then. But these are all her good friends, and she has another good friend, like one of her best friends. Her name is Norma. So Norma's still here with us. Her birthday is in August. But I want to give a happy birthday shout out to Naomi in heaven and Sarah in heaven. So yesterday was their birthdays. They both were 4th of July babies. 4th of July, it was different. Let me just say that, because we're normally at my house. This is what we normally do. We were not at my house yesterday, and I was like, I don't really think I'm going to probably ever have another really event at my house. But we was at my daughter's apartment complex, which was really, really nice, because we were by the pool, and everybody came, and they brought a dish, and we just hung out at the pool. So we got there probably about, I think I got there around 12:30. My friend Rosa flew in from Jersey, so she's here. And then the aunts and the friends and the kids, and it was just really nice. And what was super nice about it was that we weren't the only people at the pool. So they have a really nice area where they had like tents and gazebos and like just pergolas and everything, and it was set up around the pool with grills and things like that. So it was just really nice. It was like other families there in their location, under the grill, under their area. We were under our area, chairs and tables. It was cool. So it was really, really nice. My brother and my nephew came, and it was different, but it was nice. I miss my mom, but she wouldn't have been there anyway because it was hot. So even if we had moved the cookout to my daughter's, my mom would not have been there. She'd be like, "It's too hot. I'm not going." Chances are it probably wouldn't have been there either. We probably would have been at my house. But it was nice. It was different. It was nice. Not having my mom there, it makes everything different, because we're used to her kind of bossing us all around. Because that's what she did. She bossed everybody around. And it was so funny. And I got to say this, and we're going to get on with the show. But I remember she bossed everybody around. Let me just say that. And she used to think, she thought I was the meanest person ever, but she used to always tell me I was her rock. And I was like, "You're my rock," She'd always say, "You're my rock. I don't know what I'd do without you." And I'm like, "Nah, you're my rock. I don't know what I'll do without you." But I remember she bosses everybody around. And I remember my brother came to visit, and she said something to him, which was funny, but she was bossing him around. He was like, "You do know I'm grown, right?" Like, I got it. And she's like, okay. But when Dominique and I used to say that, she'd get mad at us. Like, we say, okay, we got it. You know, we grown. She would get mad and wouldn't talk for the rest of the day. When he said it, she didn't get mad. It was hilarious. I'm like, oh, so you're not going to get mad at him. But if I had said that, she would have been mad and not talk for the rest of the day. I can't say nothing. That's what she would always say. I can't say nothing. But anyway, we had a good day. So good morning, Georgette. Hope you're feeling better today.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't sound better. I hope you're feeling better. You don't sound better. Thank you. Anyway, it's
hey, hey, we're here. I'm excited to be here as always, but challenges. It's life. Things happen, and you got to roll with them.
True indeed.
Deal with them. So that's what the show is about. All the things that happen in life, all the things that happen, personal, non-personal, business. It's life. So, but it's all good. Yeah, I feel better today than I did, so I'm good. Sorry I missed your cookout.
That's all right.
Down for hanging out.
Hey, you sick?
You don't for hanging out at all.
You don't feel well. Today I don't feel 100%, but I'm all right. I'm glad to be here because somebody didn't wake up this morning, so I'm blessed. I got my cough drops because my throat is itching. I think it's allergies though, because and it's so crazy because when we were in Florida, I had no symptoms of anything. But I think it's just like the environment. Like, I think we were by all that salt water, so it was nothing. Everything was clear and open, and then you come back here, everything just shuts down. So I think it's just I think it's just the environment. Plus, let me tell y'all something. I've been so busy, like, traveling and business and networking. I just been busy. So I'm probably just run down. And my body's saying, sit down and take a minute. And I have not done that yet. I have not sat down and taken a minute.
Well, your body will let you know, that's for sure.
It will. And I think it's trying to tell me something.
It will.
And it's crazy because I'll be gone again this weekend. So I'm still not sitting down and taking a minute. But go figure. Anyway, today is National Apple Turnover Day. So if you like apple turnover, it's Apple Turnover Day. It's National Graham Cracker Day. It's National... Look, it's National Monday, National Workaholics Day. That would be me. I'm going to celebrate National Workaholics Day.
By working?
I'm going to celebrate by working today. As if I don't do that every day. It's also National Bikini Day. Won't be celebrating that one.
Yeah, won't be celebrating.
No. Won't be celebrating that one. So anyway... go ahead. National Hawaii Day. Shout out to Hawaii. That's Georgette Place.
Yay!
It's National.
I'll celebrate that.
Yeah, you celebrate that. I'm gonna celebrate National Workaholics Day. Apple turnover.
Sounds good.
Not gonna happen. Don't like cooked up fruit like that. Graham cracker and bikini. Definitely out of the question.
I can celebrate National Workaholic Day in Hawaii. I'm okay with that.
Okay, that sounds good.
Put those two together.
Yeah, you put them together. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's get on with our horoscope for today, July 5th, brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thias. I'm going to pick it up like we always do, and that is with Aries. You will impress others with your initiative and ability to accomplish while on short business trips. Your fickle nature may cause jealousy. Your involvement in organizational events could open doors to new and exciting opportunities. Okay. All right, Aries, you got to get involved. You want some new and exciting opportunities, you got to get involved with some stuff. Got to get involved with some organizations. They're not going to knock on your door. You got to go out and get involved. Just out. Taurus, you will have an interest in foreigners and their cultures. Don't be too quick to blame others for your bad mood. They will not be in the right frame of mind to put up with tactless comments. Listen. Don't be trying to blame other folks because you're in a bad mood, and don't be tactless today because they're not going to be in the frame of mind to put up with that. You may get smacked down today. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm just trying to save you from getting your face smacked up. Not today. It's not a good day for that. Gemini, social evenings at your place will be highly successful. You can offer your mate a commitment or promise that will help stabilize your personal life. You can learn from those who have had similar experiences. Okay, listen. I'm always up for learning. Always. I told y'all I get up every morning, 8 o'clock. I do a mastermind call. I call it a mastermind call. because it's a mastermind call. Like, people are asking questions, they're getting answers. It's like a giant mastermind call with like 300 people every morning. So, and then you always learn something new. And I'm always learning. I'm always about learning and growing. And clarity. Oh my God, clarity. I'm always looking for clarity. I'm always looking for, I made a promise to myself today,
that's
right?
my middle name.
It was so funny, G. I gotta tell you this. I'm gonna go ahead with this horoscope. But
Oh, God.
I was sitting here and I was like, okay. I was looking at the Good Morning Gwinnett website and I said, okay, pretty much everything is in place on Good Morning Gwinnett. Like, I really don't need to do anything but just continuously add good content. And I had to sit there for a second because on the mastermind call, he was like, I guarantee you most of you got like 2 or 4. He said a bunch of things going on. You're not focused on that one thing. And I was like, oh my Lord, that's the story of my life. Because here's the thing, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest.
Oh, man.
When you're an entrepreneur, let me say this: when you're a creative, because not just an entrepreneur, when you're one of those creative type entrepreneurs, being an entrepreneur can be rough because it's hard to like stay focused on one thing. It makes. I have a T-shirt that I created like years ago that I still wear to this day. It says genius, right? It says genius. I have entrepreneur ADHD, ADD, right? Which is true because most entrepreneurs are ADHD. They are. Like, they're always ADD. They're always thinking of new ideas, and it's crazy because until you draw that stuff in, you're all over the place. And when I tell you I'm like that, I'm like that. I know I'm like the person that when it comes to entrepreneurship, I'm like the person with a bad habit. I know you're probably thinking, do entrepreneurs have bad habits? Yes, we're entrepreneurs. Yes. So I'm like that person with the bad habit. And I always have, God gives me the most amazing, I'm talking about, and I'm not just saying me, because I'll go and tell people, and they're like, oh, that's great. So I'm not just saying they're amazing ideas because they're mine. God gives them to me. I'll share them with somebody like, oh, that's a good idea. And then when they say that, like, I got to launch that. I'm trying to get better. I am. I'm working on me every day, trying to get better. But what I said was, over the next 90 days, 90%, I'm saying 90 because I know it's like trying to stop cold turkey when you like have an addiction. 96% of my time is going to be spent on Good Morning Gwinnett, right? Which is a lot. That's a lot, especially for me. And then I have to divide the other 10% up. And this does not include family life. This is just all business. So 90% of my business time is focused on Good Morning Gwinnett, which is before it's probably like 50 over here, and then 50 over here split between 3 things, right? So it's 90% over here, and the other 10% is going to be spent on just creating content that's that's kind of different that I can still use on Good Morning Gwinnett. And so, and when I say content, I'm talking about the Wise Woman Invest. So creating Wise Woman Invest and Talk Business Tuesday, but really putting it over on the Good Morning Gwinnett site. So that, if that makes sense. So I'll be doing both of those things, but I won't be doing them to build a business around them. I'll be doing them to put content on Good Morning Gwinnett, if that makes sense. Because I have to feed that monster inside of me. And so the way to do that is to do those 2 things, but put the content on Good Morning Gwinnett under a tab. So there is a business tab, which is where Talk Business with Audrey was said. And there is a Wise Woman Invest tab, which is where Wise Woman Invest was said. So I have to feed that monster. You know, I can't starve it off just yet. And then the other, I have a contract that I'm working on, so I have to 5% to go to the contract. So that's where I am, you know, on the business side. So I made a commitment to myself this morning after just being beat down in the mastermind call. He wasn't even talking to me, but he was talking to me. And I was like, yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. Sometimes we just get all. We'll talk about that later. Let's keep on with these horoscopes. All right, so Cancer, you may find it difficult to communicate. You need some rest. You may meet that special person if you attend fundraising functions. That's nice. Listen, you looking for that special person, Cancer? Get out the house and meet some people. You got to go to a fundraising event. You know, raise your hand, bid on something, donate some money. You'll meet that person, and especially if you got some money to donate. I'm just saying, listen, you never know. I'm just trying to help you out today. I'm Dr. Love, Doctor today. No, I'm not. I really am not. I retired.
Oh gosh. No.
I retired. They made me retire because
I still got to find a good person for my brother. Just so you know.
Georgie fired me.
Oh, I'm working on that.
Georgie, listen, I've been trying to matchmake Georgie probably for the last 20 years, and I have failed horribly.
He probably fired me too if he knew I was actually trying to do that.
Let me tell y'all something. So Georgie has this amazing brother, right? If I was single, but I ain't single. Georgie has this amazing brother, right? And I'm too old anyway. He don't like me. He like them young chicks.
He's so sweet.
He's the sweetest person ever. He like the young chicks. And so I've been trying to matchmake him forever. And so one day we were on Facebook, right? Here I am matchmaking on Facebook. This is when I retired. This is when I actually retired from matchmaking. So I'm on Facebook. I'm talking to Georgie. I'm asking him, like, what does he like? What does she got? What does she need to look like? Because Georgie's very picky, right? Well, Georgie, what does she need to look like? I'm asking him all these questions. So he said to me, you do know we're on Facebook and everybody can see us, right? I thought we were in a private message. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Because I thought I was talking to him in private. I didn't know the world could see what I was texting. I'm asking him I'm doing my questionnaire.
So
I'm doing my matchmaking questionnaire. And he's like, you do know people can see what you're saying, right? And I was like, oh crap, I thought we were in a private message. Yeah. But he answered me anyway. Everybody could see it, and he answered. It was hilarious. I retired after that day because I still failed.
Funny. That's funny.
I know.
Yeah, he keeps saying he don't want anybody from, that lives outside of New York, So I can't help him that much because I'm not in the city, so I don't know too many people left in the city. But, I keep saying, well, you say that until you, fall in love with somebody who's outside of the city. But he doesn't want to. He's like, no long distance romance. Okay, whatever.
I know that's the truth.
I will.
You wouldn't, because listen, you never know. We had to get quarantined again. Who want to be quarantined? Their loved one is way your boo thing is way down in Florida, and you in New York. That's like that's totally different ends of the earth. Like for real.
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees in February, and you quarantine in Florida, and in New York it's 3 and snow. Who wants that? Nobody wants that. Mm-mm.
And you ain't got your boo thing with you.
And you ain't got your boo thing with you be snowed in. You like she's in Florida chilling on the beach, and you up here wrapped up with like earmuffs and some gloves on and a scarf around your head and a scully. That's a hat for y'all who don't know. Like, what the hell is a scully? It's a hat. Because you pull it down on your hat, they call it a scully. Right? I know. In Georgia, nobody's wearing a scully in Georgia and Florida. I get it. But in New York and Jersey, you need to have on a scully and a cowboy hat.
In New York?
Yes.
Yep.
Freezing. And your earmuffs. Don't forget the earmuffs. Listen, I used to have all different color earmuffs. I know, but let me say, I used to have like brown earmuffs, blue earmuffs, and black earmuffs. So whatever outfit I have on in the wintertime, I can match my earmuffs. It get cold, and I'm just trying to help y'all out. Anyway, Leo, this could be a serious relationship. You may have the opportunity to get involved in some interesting conversation. You can make reasonable bids on real estate or large items for your home. Listen, this could be a serious relationship. Don't screw it up, Leo. Because, Leo, you tend to push people back. Listen, this could be serious. This could be serious. But you can't push so hard. Fall back a minute. Leos can be pushing and demanding. Don't be so demanding and pushing. If Ro heard me right now, she'd probably tell me off. She's in the other room sleeping. She's a Leo. That's why I know him so well. She probably like, oh, that's what you mean. That's you, sister. Don't be so demanding.
Sounds just like her.
Yeah, she don't play no games, y'all. Virgo, you have an inaccurate assessment of your status in society. You may come down with major infections if you have allowed yourself to get run down. You should catch up on your correspondence. All right, listen. You could have some inaccurate assessments of your status in society. What's your status? I don't know what your status is, but it might be incorrect. I don't even have a status in society. I really don't. Speaking of status in society, I'm going to be speaking at She Podcast about how to launch what's I'm going to be speaking on. So I'll tell you about it later. Let me go to the song. Listen, I'm going to go to the song. I'll be back after this song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Listen, I got to put my video in there. Yeah, right back. Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Dyson. So listen, I gotta tell y'all this real quick. My husband just sent me a text, right? So you heard the remark I made about Georgie. He sent me like one of them little emojis with the frowned up face, like I said, listen, it's okay, sugar. I only have eyes for you, honey. Oh Lord. I just say, what you mean? What you mean? Just, I was just joking. Libra. Real estate investment could be prosperous. Social activities that involve the whole family will be enjoyable. You may have been too agreeable to someone who just wanted to use you. Somebody just trying to use you, Libra. And real estate investments could be prosperous. Could be. They didn't say will be. It said could be. Which means you need to do your homework and make sure that what you're investing in is a sound investment. Yes. Could be. Scorpio. Family outings that aren't expensive will be enjoyable and help strengthen ties. You will meet exciting new people through interest groups or functions that you attend with your children. Don't depend on co-workers to help. They may only hold you back. Listen, just do what you got to do. Don't depend on nobody today. You want to be held back? Ask your co-workers to help you today. They're going to hold you back. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out. You want to be held back? Ask your people to help you.
Yeah, ask them.
Ask them. See what happens. Don't say I didn't tell you so, me and Michael. Sagittarius, you can get your point across and make valuable connections. You can accomplish a lot if you work out at home today. Okay. Work out at home. You may get upset with peers and relatives. Listen, if you get upset, take a minute. Matter of fact, take 2. Fall back. Go out. Do some breath work. Walk out in the sun. Get you some fresh air. Don't let them piss you off. Because they're trying to push your buttons. And they know how to do it because they're your family and your peers. Don't let them get to you today. Capricorn, make alternate plans just in case you need to make a quick career shift. Yes. Yep. You need to change your pace. Relatives will be happy that you drop by. Let me tell you something. I always say this. When you're learning, you're earning. So always be learning. Here's the thing, Capricorn. If you don't know anything new and you need to make a quick career shift, you're not going to be able to make that shift if you don't know anything but that one thing. I know. I'm an entrepreneur. I got the monkey brain because it's always going. I'm always learning. I'm not saying do what I do. What I am saying is pick up another skill so you can do something different. That's all I'm saying. Just pick up one. Master that skill. So if you need to make a quick career shift, you have a skill to match that shift. That's all I'm saying. Now, I would tell you to move into the tech space some kind of way. Listen, all you got to do is go to Google and Google tech careers without being techie. There are careers out there for you, even if you're in techie. Because here's why I say that. Technology is not going anywhere. Not no place. Not anywhere. So I'm just trying to help you out too, Capricorn. Shift. Just help you out. Aquarius, help elders get their personal papers in order. Back off if you want to keep the relationship intact. Catch up on your correspondence and reading. So right now, I'm reading a book because, I told you I'm a part of this giant mastermind club. We're reading the book, What Makes the Great Great by Dennis Kimbrough. And it's a great book. Like I don't have that book. I have Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice. I read that years ago.
Black Choice, yeah.
I read that years ago. But this one, What Makes the Great Great, is really a good book. Like so it's a book club too, y'all. So we got a book club. We meet at 7:45 to discuss the book club, and then 8:00 kicks off our master. They call it a meetup. I call it a mastermind. Our morning mastermind. But we meet. We're reading What Makes the Great Great, and so that's pretty cool. So get caught up on your reading. And let me tell y'all something. I haven't really had time to read in so long, but I have to make time because we got this discussion that goes on every day about this book, because every day we read a different page, and then every month after we finish the book we read a different book. So right now we're reading. I know Dr. Kimbrough was like, what the heck happened, because about 300 people went out and bought the book all at one time. He was like, well, I know he was like, what just happened? Because the book is old. It's not like a new book. It's been around probably since the 90s, early 2000s. And so he got like this influx of orders. And I'm sure he's looking at his Amazon like, what just happened? That's a good thing. Whenever I get like, so this is what Amazon does, right? And I don't know why they do this. So every month I get like this notification from my bank, and it says multiple direct deposits, right? And it'd be about 8 of them, and they all come from Amazon. And I think it's because it comes from different parts of the Amazon and different parts of the world, because I can't imagine why wouldn't you just batch them all together. but listen, I'm sure my little money that I get from Amazon, I'm sure he was ecstatic because I was like, oh, I don't have the book. I got to buy the book anyway. I digress. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, you will profit from home improvement projects and real estate deals. Really? Okay, I'm gonna roll with y'all on that. I'm gonna roll on that. Be cautious while traveling to foreign countries. I ain't going to any. I don't know about y'all, but this sister right here ain't going to no foreign countries right now. Don't say something you'll live to regret. I gotta watch my tongue today. I'm gonna watch my tongue. Yep. Real estate, home improvement deals, great, love it. Be cautious while traveling to foreign countries. I don't know about you, I ain't going. And watch your tongue. Listen, watch what you say there, because you may say something. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all think I'm crazy, but when I get my horoscopes, and my daughter give me my weekly thoughts for the week, because she calls and tell me what I should be wearing, the colors, and all these things, right? I take that stuff very seriously, and I'm very cautious, and I'm very aware. Like last month was the Mercury retrograde, right? Which is Mercury is a planet of communication. When she said, like, it's your communication and technology is going to be all out of balance, here's what was funny. My communication was pretty darn good, because I was paying so much attention to, like, let me make sure what I'm saying I don't say. My technology, I had no control over. It did everything. I still think I'm in Mercury retrograde with my phone. Like, I'm like, seriously, what is the deal with the phone? So I think the phone is still in Mercury retrograde. We're in Neptune right now, I think. I take that stuff very seriously, not because, listen, this is what I believe, and I'm gonna end it right here after I finish, so Georgette can give you the word of the week. But this is what I believe. Before we had all these scientists and all this, people that think they know everything in these religious groups, all people had was the freaking stars. That's all they had. Yeah. I don't even know how they knew it was planets up there, but they are.
That's what they read.
Right?
That's what they read
and so,
every day.
If you talk to a religious person, they'll tell you that this is a bunch of hocus pocus, it's evil, it's all this. It's not. This is the information that people have gathered from the stars. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how deep Michael Thiessen is into astrology. I don't know. But I like reading horoscopes to you guys. And he likes putting them out there. So I'm going to read them. But I do know that before we had a clock on the wall, a watch on our hand, Fitbit, an Apple Watch, we had nothing but the stars, the moon, the sun, and the planets. That was all that was there.
Yep.
And for some strange reason, listen, this is just me. They were able to do some amazing things. They were able to build pyramids that nobody can explain how the heck they got them built. All right? They were able to tell when the year was going to end and when it was going to begin with the stars, the moon, and the sun, and the planets. How they did that, how could they see that far? I have no idea. Did they look through a bamboo stick? I don't know. But they knew it was some planets up there. They knew we were sitting on one and there was some other. So when I read this stuff, yeah, it's for fun and entertainment, but do I follow what it says? Yes. So you better believe I'll be very careful about what comes out of my mouth today. I'm just saying. So all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing, to give you more of the horoscopes. Now I'm going to turn it over to Georgette to give you the word of the week. Without further ado.
Yeah. Good morning, Grenetians out there. Hope you guys had a great, awesome. All right, I'm shuffling my cards. Let's see what comes up. These words surprise me week, so let's see what we're gonna be surprised with today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. I see these before everybody, and I'm always. Word of the week is. Why do I need this? Oh my God, do I need this? It is. Can you see it? Hold it.
I see. Joyful.
Joyful. Woo. Okay. That's okay. These words challenge me too. Just so you know, just so y'all know. Even though I work with energy and words, those words show up, and I know that there's a reason for that. So joyful. That is something that, honestly, I haven't been feeling. I'm just going to be honest about that. And I think that, sharing words and talking about the things that giving people the words for the week and understanding what they mean. I think you also have to understand that it's not always something that you're feeling at that moment. And I think these words come to you so that when you can become empowered with what it is that they want to share with you, or they feel that you need to have in your life today or for the week. That's how, like, if you just an inspiring words for the week, I think it's the same thing, right? Sometimes you may not be feeling inspired, but once you hear what she has to say, then you're like, oh, well, I do feel a little bit better. Sometimes you have to not just listen to yourself. You have to listen to other people, because they're here to help bring insight into your world. So being joyful is about feeling, expressing, but also causing pleasure and happiness. So even though you may not feel that way personally, you can still have an opportunity to be the cause of somebody else feeling joyful. And I think that once you do that, then you tend to feel, you kind of, get that back. They say what you give out, you give back. So a lot of times you may not be feeling that thing at the moment, but if you help somebody feel that way, then you wind up receiving that energy as well. So the word of the week is joyful, and I am always joyful to give you the word of the week, because I know that there's somebody out there who needs to hear that just as much as I do, on certain days. And, because at the end of the day, we are all human, and we do go through our own, things that challenge us. So being joyful is really, again, about feeling, expressing, and also causing great pleasure and happiness for someone out there. So be the cause of somebody being joyful today, and you in turn will feel much more joyful about doing that. So that's the word of the week, joyful.
Well, I would like to say that I hope that you find some joy. You're not feeling very joyful right now. I hope that you, pray for joy. Pray for peace and pray for joy. These are my prayers daily: peace and joy and love and happiness and purpose and clarity. Listen, I have to pray for clarity. I'm just letting you know.
Clarity is always the
clarity. I have to pray for clarity. But it was so funny as you were saying that right about.
Okay, good.
I was just gonna say, when you were saying, like, Audrey bringing you joy, I was like, they probably be like, you know what? I do feel joy, because if she can get up there and be foolish, I can do something too. So I hope my foolishness inspire you and make you joyful. Oh God!
But that's what it is. It's about bringing happiness, no matter like you said. I mean, it's not foolishness, but you know what I mean. But whether it's being funny or being lighthearted, even bringing news that people haven't heard before. I mean, so that's. I mean, people don't tune in because they're not feeling joyful about the show, or that they, they find something of joy to that you share every day. So yeah, being joyful is something, I think, like I said, it's not just about you feeling that. At the same time, it's about you expressing it. It is also about you causing it for somebody else too, and I think that's what Good Morning Gwinnett does for some people. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. But the people who matter.
That's right. The people who matter. I talk to the people who matter.
The people who matter, who listen. Right. The people who matter that listen to Good Morning Gwinnett. That's it. It's not that it's not that nobody else matters. It's just that the people who matter are going to listen to what it is that that you're sharing, because it matters to them.
Yeah.
So.
And there are people that listen to this show faithfully, and every time I hear somebody say, I was listening to your show, it trips me out, because I was in a meeting last week, and it was so crazy because I had forgot what I broadcasted about, and the person I was talking to was like, yeah, because the pastor, and I'm like, the pastor. So I had to think about it. So I'm sitting there like, what pastor? I'm saying to myself, he must have got the wrong show, right? And he was like, because the pastor, he was talking about this town I had talked about on the show, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. Then it hit me. Oh, the pastor that I interviewed, like, it was crazy. I'm sitting in the meeting like, I done forgot my own show. But the person listens to the show, and whenever I see them, no matter where they are, they always tell me something that they heard on this show, and I was like, wow. Yeah. And it's so cool, and I think for me, I had a hard time, even though I love doing the show, I had a hard time figuring out how to make this show my full-time business, and I struggled with that for a very long time, and I still kind of struggle a little bit, because part of me want to always start something new. That's one of the real issues. And then the other part of me saying, okay, Audrey, you have to tackle this thing and make it what you want it to be. Because you can, listen, let me just say this. You can do what you want to do. And I always have to go back to the dolls because there are other times in my life, like every time I wrote a book, I was focused. I got the book done. And I think I've written 7 so far. 7 books so far. But whenever I'm focused, great things happen. And I come out with great things. Even with this show. I get on here every morning, I do the show, and I'm over 500 episodes. So that's not something to take light of, right? To make light of. But I think sometimes we get in our own heads about what it should be, what it's not, what it can do, what it can't do. And that's why I was struggling that. But every time somebody says to me, I was listening to your show, I love the music. Remember you said this? I had to think about who I talked to, what I said. Why? Because I talk a lot. Right, I'm always talking. It's the business that I'm in. So I'm like,
no, you don't.
So I'm sitting here and with my legs crossed trying to be all professional. Like, wait now, the pastor. I'm trying to think, what pastor? Because when I talked to the guy, he didn't really sound like a pastor to me. Right, he just sounded like an entrepreneur because he was an entrepreneur and a pastor. And it took me a minute to realize, I can't know who he's talking about. Yeah. But it's always good. Yeah, it's always good when people. When you feel like what you're doing matter, because now it feels like, and not that you really need validation, but for me, I have to feel like what I'm doing matters, right? And so if one person or 1 million people listen, it matters, and I have to get out of my own way because it's me. It be me. I ain't gonna even blame. I'm not blaming anybody else. It's me. I'm the issue, all right? I'm the issue with things that go wrong in my life. And so I take ownership of that. But I know that the show does touch people and inspire people and probably make them laugh because they probably think I'm nuts. But I also know I have really great people on here. Thanks to Georgette for booking me these really amazing people that come on and share really great information and stories. And, and Lord knows I always got a story to share. So, always. Always.
But that's the part. That's the part. Just like you were saying, it's when I do the words, for me, it is joyful because I'm sharing words, that I feel that bring energy to somebody out there. Whether, like you said, whether it's just one person, who gets inspired by that word or either figures out how to use that word or, talks about that word, whatever it is, it gives me an opportunity, and I appreciate the opportunity, to be able to do that every week. And when I don't do it, I feel bad about not doing it. It's the weirdest thing, when I'm not there sharing it, I feel bad about it. Even though you do an amazing job, because I've listened to you do the words, I'm like, wow, I should have said that. But, I would have said that. But you do. And then I just think it's a great opportunity every day for people to get on here and listen to you share stories, because I think at the end of the day, we all have stories to share, and they all kind of, no matter what it is people are going through, I think it all kind of connects. It just connects because we are people who live within stories. Our lives are stories, from history to present. It's about stories and storytelling. And I think that's what makes your show so cool. So anyway, that's not a plug for you, but
I'll take it though. Shameless. We'll take the plug. We'll take the shameless plug.
No, it is, and I think that's part of being joyful. It's what brings people joy, and I do feel joyful being part of that and being on the show and sharing those amazing words with people, because I really, really, truly, really just want somebody to get something out of those words that I bring every week, and and that's what I love to do. So,
all right, listen, y'all. The word of the week is joyful, so count it all joy. Count it all joy. Listen, there is this, it's some amazing people out here. I see a lot of crazy stuff. We see it all over the place. A lot of crazy stuff happen, but there are some people that say, you know what, I'm just gonna do something good, and that's what happened right here. So. This gentleman, he was once homeless. He's a Snellville official. He was once homeless, and he donated his salary to a nonprofit that feeds hungry people. Ain't that nice? He was once homeless. He said he was 4 years old when he became homeless. His mother packed him and his brother up in their 1962 Volkswagen Beetle, and they slept in vacant lots in a garage for about a week. His name is Todd Warner, and he said, his family found places to stay, but never a permanent home. And he attended nearly every school in DeKalb County, and moving into a new apartment various reasons every 9 months. So as a single parent, I was talking about this yesterday to my friends. As a single parent, sometimes you have to make the best choices for your children. May not be the choices you want to make, but you have to make it for your children. And so Warner, he knew what it felt like probably to go to sleep at night without having food. So that's probably the reason he said, you know what, I don't want to see another family go to bed without food. So he serves as the Snellville City Council. He is donating to an organization that feeds families in precarious circumstances that hit close to home for him, right? He said since January, the now 58-year-old has sent $100 each month of his $8,000 annual salary, because that's all he made. He's a city councilman. He doesn't make a ton of money, right, to Let Him Eat. Now, Let Him Eat is a nonprofit that's ran by Chef Hank. Chef Hank was on an episode of the show, oh my God, probably around episode maybe 200, maybe.
Early.
Real early on. So Chef Hank has a business where he feeds the homeless people, and his whole mission is to feed people, y'all. He's not worried about a profit. He's not worried about any of that. But anyway, you could just look at what Todd Warner has done. He doesn't send a lot of money, but I guarantee you that $100 probably feed about 8 people. I know that sounds crazy, but in the big scheme of things, when you step outside of a restaurant where you can spend like let me tell y'all something. We went to Florida. Don't go to Miami without money. Let me just say that. I'm just gonna tell you that right now off the rip. Unless you just plan on staying in a motel eating that, I don't think I saw a Burger King or Wendy's or McDonald's anywhere we went. I didn't see one, and maybe they were there. I didn't see them. Everything I saw was Italian and Mexican and Spanish.
Let me tell you.
So I'm just gonna say this, but when you think about when you go out to eat, right, and the money that you spend. So let's say, for instance, you went to Olive Garden. And Olive Garden is pretty reasonable. Let's say you had a nice chicken carbonara, right? That's a $17 plate for one person, right? Now, you could probably eat off that 2 times, but because they had to mark the price up, it's $17. If you went to the store and you spent like $1.99 on some noodles and another $1 on some chicken, right? You could feed a whole family for that $17 for a whole day, like a family of probably 6. I'm just trying to put this in perspective for you. So think about that. So $100 may not seem like a lot, but because Todd says, I'm going to donate $100 every month out of my salary to feed the homeless and to Let Them Eat. And I think that's amazing. Let Them Eat prepares, they deliver the food, the meals are prepared to those in need across Gwinnett County, and that's run by Chef Hank. I know I got a turkey. Derek Grant bought me a turkey, so Derek is he has some big announcements coming out too. But anyway, Derek gave me a turkey that he bought from Chef Hank for Thanksgiving. And was it Thanksgiving or was it Christmas? I think it was Christmas. But anyway, it was a fried turkey. It was a smoked turkey. And so Chef Hank had this humongous grill at a church over in Snellville. Where I had never seen a grill so big. The grill was humongous. I'm serious, Lord. It was like at least 25 feet long. It was a humongous grill. I had never seen one that big. And he was smoking turkeys. And so Chef Hank Reed, Let Him Eat, he relies on donations and fundraisers and catering events to meet the goal. And City Council, Snellville City Council recognized Reed for his work in early January, prompting Warner to begin donating to the nonprofit. I think that's pretty cool. I feel like I need it because it's so crazy. I've been trying to figure out a nonprofit to support, and I think that may be my nonprofit. I may follow Todd Warner and Let Him Eat because listen, I like to eat. I'm hungry right now, and I'm eating shrimp and grits when I get finished talking to y'all. I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to the song. We'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Y'all know I'm hungry, so stay tuned. Right after this song.
How did I get this low? You come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new just to pass time. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Probably let you go. I know I can't be cynical, make everything difficult, but it would take a miracle now to fix the problems. How come we're holding on? It's really I don't see the benefits now, and you're breaking my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 20. Trying something new just to pass time. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you?
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, along with my co-host for today, Georgette Teller, giving you the daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Yes, it is. Excuse me. My throat, man. Let me tell you something. My throat is really weird right now. I don't know what it is. It's something going on with it. It's itchy. It's a little scratchy. But let me just say this. So, Lawrenceville is getting some nightlife. I'm excited about that because we haven't had any. So, we went to a place called, I had a birthday party, but my pre-birthday party was at a place called Riley's on the Square. And I was excited about that because we don't have any nightlife here in Lawrenceville. And so that was downtown Lawrenceville, and it was like packed out. Like it was like we just barely got a seat. People were standing up. It wasn't a big place. It was like a kind of small place, but it was so cool because she had live entertainment, and the way she had it set up was you had to buy the wine and buy the crackers and the cheese because it was just wine, crackers, and cheese, which I thought was like a pretty cool little setup because you wanted to have food, but you didn't have to worry about having food permits to cook food and all that kind of stuff. But you probably had to have a wine and liquor license, and probably not even liquor because I don't think they made mixed drinks. I think everything was wine, which is pretty nice. And so you could buy a bottle of wine, and they had crackers, and they had like the little meat that came in the trays, like the prosciutto with the mozzarella and all that kind of stuff. And so I liked it. And so, but she closed. And I'm like, oh my God, now we don't have nightlife again. Well, I'm happy to announce. You know the pizza parlor that we go to downtown Lawrenceville? That's right across the street from, well, they have a new side that they have just opened up called The Social.
Oh, nice.
Yes, girl. It's called The Social.
I'm excited.
Yes, that is so cool. So I'm excited about that as well. So it's going to have not only great food, because the pizza down there, let me tell you something. That pizza is the closest thing we're going to get to New York. That's it. It was some really good pizza. That was the only pizza parlor I had been to since I've been in Lawrenceville where I can get a slice of pizza with anchovies. I know somebody going to add a slice. A slice. You can't really. My brother called me about 3 months ago. He's like, "OG, where can I get a slice of pizza at?" Because listen, in Jersey, you can just go to the pizza bar, like, let me get a slice, because that's what people do. There are you got to buy a whole pie.
And I know in New York, when I went to stay with my mom, there's this place on 96th Street. I mean, you could call in and they deliver you a slice.
Shut the front door.
A slice of pizza. What? Yes.
Shut up. That's listen.
So good.
You gotta get that money. So Cosmos Pizza and Social, now it's called Cosmos Pizza and Social. I'm so excited to announce that they have opened up downtown Lawrenceville. So Cosmos has been there for 20 years, downtown Lawrenceville, and they got some of the best pizza I've had in Gwinnett County. And I'm not just saying it because I live in Lawrenceville. I'm saying it because I went there and got I got 2 slices of anchovies. I was excited about that. I was totally excited about that. And so now they got small plate menu items. They got outdoor game. Listen, it's nightlife. I'm excited. You hear me? They got outdoor games, giveaway and prizes. They got music, live music. They got events. They got live entertainment on the weekend. They got plenty of TVs. Let me tell you, I'm excited.
Nice.
So that's one place. We also got
cool.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to that. So we got Slow Pour. Is it Slow Pour? Yeah, I think Slow Pour.
Brewery?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Slow Pour also has like outside. That's a brewery. They have like entertainment, and you can go outside and do like the what do you call that thing? The corn toss thing.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember the beam, the little thing you throw the little bag. They got that. Also, Sweet 300. So here's crazy. Now I'm gonna have now some of these places. Okay, so Cosmos did a ribbon cutting. They joined the chamber, which made sense. Join the chamber. Chamber come out do a ribbon cutting. That's how I found out about the story, because they did a chamber, press release was issued, all that good stuff. Sweet 300, which is closer to me on my end of where I live, right? I was at the doctor office because my doctor is in the same parking lot with Sweet 300. And I said, "Hey, is that like a new venue right now?" Listen, when I tell y'all, look at my hands, right? So this is Sweet 300. This is my doctor right here. And this is how close they are, literally, right? I said to them, "Hey, is that a new event spot right there?" And they were like, "We don't know." That means they're doing some horrible marketing. If the people inside the complex don't know what you do, and you're literally like 15 feet away from where they are, you're doing horrible marketing. So Sweet 300 is a lounge in Gwinnett County in Lawrenceville that has entertainment Thursday, Friday, and Saturday that nobody really knows about. Unless you go into the restaurant. So if you don't go to King Crabs or Crab Kings, you don't know what the heck Sweet 300 was. So I asked the girl, I said, "Hey, is that a new location?" She said, "No, I just think that's the address on the building." And I was like, "Boy, that's a pretty fancy address." No, it's a pretty fancy address because it is the name of the lounge, Sweet 300. So what I'm saying is, Sweet 300, you need to up your game if you want people to come to the lounge, because nobody even know you're there. And there's plenty of parking. It's attached to the Crab Kings. I haven't gone there yet, but when we stop bowling, karaoke's on Thursday night. We can't go Thursday night because we bowl. So we get 2 weeks off at the end of August, and we're gonna go. Yes. I'm gonna go check it out. But anyway, I said all that to say congratulations to Cosmos Pizza and Social. I'm looking forward to going there, not only having some good pizza to buy the slice, but also checking out live entertainment and games. I love games. I didn't have anybody play Spades with yesterday, by the way. I thought I was gonna play Spades.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had anybody play. Georgette didn't come. My daughter don't play. Her aunt don't play. My brother didn't really want to play. I ain't had anybody play. My husband would have played if we had 2 more people. Bro did play, but it was hot too, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. It was hot at the pool. Like, I was sitting in the pool, my feet in the water. You know, I ain't get in the pool because we always think the little kids gonna pee in the pool. Because they probably do.
Oh, they do.
They do. Don't want to get in the pool. Little kids probably peed in the pool. And they were just jumping and bouncing. I know they peed in the pool. So I ain't getting in the pool, not for real. I'm just saying. I know that's disgusting, right? I know. Yeah, I know. You know it's Monday. Whenever it's Monday, I get I'm a little bit. Plus, I'm happy to be back with you guys. All right. So next Wednesday, July 14th, there is going to be it's called Painting. I think this is pretty cool. Painting Under the Stars. Oh, I think that's so nice, right? Painting Under 200 together will feature Painting Under the Stars in partnership with Painting with the Twist. So Painting with the Twist is downtown Lawrenceville. Now they're going to have Painting Under the Stars, which I'm going to that. I'm going to go to that next Wednesday. I'm already saying I'm going. It's going to be create the next staple piece for your home, office, a gift for a special friend. The event takes place at the Bicentennial Plaza, downtown Lawrenceville. Registration is open to the event. Starts at 6 o'clock, so they can get you all set up, and it runs from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So if you want to paint under the stars, I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to be painting under the stars, so I'll be going there, but it's going to be next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And if you want more information about that, you can go to thepatch.com and you can find the events there. It's called 200 Together, and they're going to be featuring Painting Under the Stars in partnership with Painting with the Twist. Now, you know the business side of me is always on. I think that's a great collaboration. Painting Under the Stars. So what happened was 200 Together came together and created a collaborative venture with Painting with the Twist. You have to pay. I'm almost positive you have to pay for your painting supplies, because when you go to Painting with the Twist, which is located downtown Lawrenceville on the second floor, right on the corner of what street is that? I don't know what street, but it's directly across from Boulder Creek Coffee. Painting with Twist is on the second floor. And downstairs, the ice cream parlor, Sweet Joy is downstairs, where you get the ice cream with the liquor in it. I know, right? Yeah, they have ice cream with liquor downstairs at Sweet Joy. But right upstairs is Painted with a Twist. So they're going to bring it outside, and they're going to bring it into the plaza under the stars. Now, here's the thing about being outside for me. This is what I realized yesterday, right? I'm just really not an outside person. You should have saw me running from the sun. Like, I had the chair. I kept moving it. I know people like, what is she doing? Because every time I moved, the sun would shine on me. And I was like, oh, God, I am burning right now. And I I almost went down the alleyway inside not the alleyway, but like the walkway where the bathroom was. I almost put my chair down there because there was just no way the sun could get to me there. But anyway, I'm still going to go outside and paint on the stars. Now, here's why. Because I like to try to be artistic. So if you think you want to be artistic and bring out your genius, listen, I can't try to paint between the lines when there is a line. I got a beautiful painting in the bathroom. I painted between the line. It's so pretty. So I'm going to try to, paint in the lines, and go to this event. Anyway, if you want to go, you got to register for the event. It's going to be 6. They start programming at 6 o'clock. And it runs from 6:30 to 8. When I say program, that means you're going to get your paint, you're going to get your canvas, bring your wine. I don't know. I wonder if they're going to allow you to paint, sip on the wine while you're in the plaza. That is outside drinking. I don't know. Are they going to let you do that?
That is outside, yeah.
Yeah, they probably will, because I think about St. Patrick's Day, and boy, oh boy, do they get it in on St. Patrick's Day. So maybe so. Maybe so. I don't know. That's something to think about. But if you want to paint with a twist, next Wednesday the 14th. Can you imagine Wednesday is going to be the 14th? Today is just the 4th. Today is just and next Wednesday going to be halfway through the middle of the month already.
Halfway through the month. Crazy.
Time is flying. Wow. Time is flying. There's another event coming up. It's a fun and family friendly way to spend the summer. Is like picnic on the plaza. Yep, if you want to go outside and have a picnic on the plaza, again, Bicentennial Plaza, located at 275 South Perry Street. You can have a picnic on the plaza, 12 p.m. The following Wednesday at 12 p.m. That's July 21st. If you want to have a picnic on the plaza, you can. It's going to be live entertainment. It's a free event. They got plaza tables there. You can grab lunch at one of the local restaurants there. Oyster Bay is across the street. Cosmos is across the street. Get you some pizza. Hang out on the lawn, meet some people, spend the summer afternoons just chilling out downtown Lawrenceville. Pretty cool. All right, I think that's all I got for you today. Yeah, I know it's a lot. I gave you a lot, but I'm going to go to this last song, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to give you my word of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
Love should be easy. Why should it hurt? When all you want is to be loved, is to be loved. But love ain't easy. You taught me that. I let you in, now you are out, now you are out. I don't understand why you hurt me. I don't understand why you wanna let me down. Can't understand. Was it all worth it? You played me good just for
back. So listen, guys, before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration, but I also want to say this. If you are in the business of healthcare and wellness, inspiration and spirituality, I'm looking for content for the website. So if you want to submit articles, I am accepting submissions for articles in spirituality, motivation, inspiration. Also, if you are a chef and you want to send me a video of something that's delicious that you made and you want me to put it on my Gwinnett TV, send me that as well. If you have great breakfasts that you make and you want to share those, send me that as well. Because my goal is to create the best platform for Good Morning Gwinnett and turn it into this amazing, more amazing than what it already is right now. So I'm taking submissions for articles, videos about, you know, food and wine and cheese and living and life and youth sports and, you know, the things that listen, I don't want political content. Don't send me that. Well, let me say this. Well, I'm kind of tossed up about that. Let me sleep on the political stuff because I want it to be. What I'm building right now is a lifestyle brand around this podcast, and I'm looking for. I want people that write about your best life. If you write about your best life, and so here's the thing. Let me just put this out there. This is not. There isn't any compensation for this. However, if you have a website, I will link it back to your website, and I'm so proud to say that Chris and his team. So remember I told you guys I had like 6,000 errors on my website. When I talked to him 2 weeks ago, he had got it down to 500. I'm so super excited about, which means my site is going to be totally optimized. And it's taking him some time, he and his team some time, but the site is going to be totally optimized. And so what that means is that people will be able to find us and all my errors are being taken care of because they have went into my back office and they're fixing all the stuff that was wrong. On the front end it looks amazing, but up under the hood it was a little raggedy, and so they have done a tremendous job of doing that. So what I will say is when you write an article, you can put your byline in the article or with a link back to your website or your Instagram or your Facebook, wherever that is, because my goal right now is to drive a tremendous amount of traffic to the website so people can find out what we're doing and all the things that we offer in the form of content. So, you know, I talk about business all the time. I talk about business, I talk about inspiration, and I talk about podcasting, and I talk about investing and all these things that I love. And so all of that stuff is going to live on Good Morning Gwinnett website. And so if you want to be a contributor to the website, we're accepting submissions. You can be sure to submit your submission. And there is no compensation right now. However, moving forward, somewhere in the near future, my goal is to be able to pay writers. But right now, that's not in my budget. But I would love to have your 2 cents added to the website with a byline back to your website and link back to your website. I'm pushing traffic, so that means traffic for you and your website, okay? And also, backlinks are good. So just so you don't know, and maybe that's what Chris and I talk about tomorrow, because tomorrow's Talk Tech Tuesday. Maybe we'll talk about why backlinks are good to your website on Talk Tech Tuesday. And I know it's great for SEO, and maybe that's what we'll talk about, backlinks, and why, you know, putting your site on a website that has a lot of traffic going to helps your website and your business. So I am taking contributions for writers and submissions. So if you want to submit something to me, submit that to Audrey at Good Morning Gwinnett. Articles 500 to 1,000 words or 500 and up. Like if you feel like you really want to write 2,000 words, hey, listen, bring it on. I'm not telling you got to write 200, 2,000 words, but some people are long-handed, like they're long-winded. I happen to be long-winded, not long-handed. So if you want to submit an article up to 2,000 words, by all means do so. Make sure it's a good article. I'm not editing. I'm not an editor, so make sure it's your best work. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to edit. So make sure it's your best work because it's a reflection of you and your brand once I post it on the website. If you have a graphic that you want to send with that, send that. But make sure that you own the rights to that graphic, or it comes from a place where there are creative common rights with that. Do not send me somebody else's graphic, because if they tell me if I get and people will hit me up because I posted something and girls like that, you need to give some credit to the people, and I'm like, well, I got this off of some site. So what I did was I did give credit for the graphic that was on the website. So make sure it's your graphic. I would prefer original content if you've never published that content before. Now, here's the thing: if I do a search and I find out it's been published somewhere else, I won't print it. So I need original content, original stories. Share your story. If you got a story you want to tell, if it's something that you overcame that can go under your best life, by all means put it there. If you visit a beautiful restaurant like the Social or Suite 300 or, any other place in Gwinnett County and you've taken pictures and you want to put it on the Gwinnett Living, we'll put it there. If you have a business help that you want to help local businesses, you got an article you want to submit about business, we'll put it there. If you're trying to transform your life, and you help people transform their life, and you help them think clearly, and you help them find out what the law of attraction really means for real, and how to use words or whatever it is, you want to submit an article. Submit the article along with your graphics, and we'll put it on your best life. So go to the website, www.goodmorninggwinnett.com. You'll see what we have there. Business Spotlight. Spotlight is me doing interviews on Thursday. So Talk Tech Tuesday goes on the business, but you can put other articles there. So we're taking it submissions. That's what I'm saying. All right. Now let me get ready to close it out. Let me give you my words of wisdom for today. My friend Derek hit me up on Facebook just now on the live. He's like, I didn't get invited. I thought you was having a cookout at your house, man. Like you told me your family were in town. Like okay. Anyway. Here's my inspiration for today. Here goes. There are two things that you're in total control of. Two things you're in total control of. Your attitude and your efforts. Oh my goodness. Let me say it again. There are two things you are in total control of. Your attitude and your efforts. Here's the thing. Your attitude determines your altitude, right? If your attitude sucks, you're going to be way at the bottom. I'm just going to tell you that right now. If you have and listen, you may have a terrible attitude and be successful, but I guarantee you some parts of your life is way at the bottom. I'm just saying, because there are some really great businesses out there and they have a horrible attitude. And I guarantee the rest of their life sucks, no matter how successful they are in business. The other part is effort. Let me tell y'all. I said I was a workaholic earlier. I'm not really a workaholic, but I realized for me to reach the level of success that I'm trying to get to, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of me getting out the bed when I don't want to. It takes a lot of me talking when my throat just feel like it's on fire right now. It takes a lot of effort to do these things. And I love what I do. And so even though it takes a lot of effort, I got to have the right attitude too. Like if my mental ain't right, nothing is happening. I don't care how much, nothing is happening. Even when I think I'm putting in effort, if my attitude is not right about what I'm doing, that's not going to work out. I just know it isn't. But sometimes, listen, I'm human. Sometimes I fall on that side. But for the most part, I have to keep a positive mental attitude in order for me to get to the levels I want. But I also got to put the work in. I can't be lazy, right? Some people just lazy. They just want something to drop in their lap. It's not going to happen. Trust me. If it was going to happen, I would tell you how to let it happen. It's not. It's not going to happen. The other thing, too, is you want to rely on your efforts, right? Now, that being said, it's always nice to have a team of people around you who kind of see your vision, or people that may not be in the same business with you, but they can help you when you get stuck. You want to be around that person and those type of people. But for the most part, you got to be the one putting the effort. Listen, I know this is my baby. Nobody's going to love my baby like I love my baby. Nobody. Just like you. It's kind of like when you have a baby and the baby's not so cute and it's like, oh, that baby has a face only a mother can love. Yes, it's her baby.
Right.
It's her baby. So my business is my baby, and I don't expect anybody to love my baby as much as I do. So that's why I put in so much effort on my baby. You got to do the same thing. You got to get a positive mental attitude. Only you can control that. No matter how much I get on here and give you words of inspiration every day, only you can decide, you know what, I'm going to listen to Audrey today, and I'm going to have a positive mental attitude. I'm going to put in the effort. Now, only you can put in the effort to get to where you got to go. But here's the thing. Once you learn how to put the effort in and start to work smarter, then you can bring other people in to help you put in the effort as well. Right? All right. So I hope that helps you today. I hope that helps you shift some thinking in the way you're thinking about things right now. I hope that helps you, elevate your attitude about things, elevate your efforts. And here's the thing. If you're confused about what those efforts should look like, hit me up. I got coaching programs, membership sites. Listen, y'all know I'm an entrepreneur. I got all these things to help you, or just shoot me an email. So Audrey, I'm stuck at Audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com. All right. That's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but spent the last hour and 15 minutes here with me and Georgette. Listen to me rasp on because my throat is burning. And I appreciate you and love you to life for that. Georgette, thank you so much for being my guest today and giving us the word for the week. Count it all joy and be joyful. Joyful. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Me and Chris, after I give you the news, talking about tech. And we're going to talk about backlinks tomorrow and why they're important and why you want to put your content out on as many sites as you can. If your site is not there yet, you want to make sure that you're putting out content on other people's site. And see, some people are so selfish, they don't want to put out content. Let me just say this about being selfish, and then I'm going to stop. Some people are so selfish, right? Instead of them thinking about how this is going to help them, they're thinking about them helping somebody else and why it's helping them. That's why you can't grow. I put out content. I talk about stuff. I give away free all the time. I'm always helping because I'm not selfish, right? But some people are so selfish and envious, they will not write an article and put it on somebody else's website, even if it's going to help them, because they feel like they're helping that person. And you are. But when you help other people, it helps you. Listen, Jack Canfield said, when you help 1 million people get what they want, you get what you want. Listen, it's the law of attraction. It's the law of attraction. You got to help people get what they want so you can get what you want. But some people are so selfish, they don't see it like that. And I'm not trying to guilt you into writing an article for me. I'm just telling you some true stuff. Stop being selfish. Put your content out there. Don't put it just on your page. Go to somebody else who may need some content. It's like, hey, here's an article. I do that all the time. I'm about to start writing for Gwinnett Daily Post. That could be considered my direct competition. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as I may have a story that their audience can read.
They don't have. Yeah.
Guess what that means? That means it's a backlink back to me, to mine. So, and Gwinnett Daily Post, let me just say this. Gwinnett Daily Post give news, more news than I give every day. Now they have a podcast. Georgia, they have a word of the day. Yeah, they got a word. That wasn't, all this stuff is new, right? Am I worried about that? I'm not worried about that because they don't have me every day. Nope. I'm me. They're them.
And they don't have me.
They don't have Georgette. So I'm not worried about that, but I know that I can write an article and post it on Gwinnett Daily Post website because they got open submissions. And I certainly will. I have no problem doing that because that's a backlink to Good Morning Gwinnett. I ain't worried about it. That's all I got for you. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Chris and I, we're going to talk tech. We're going to talk backlinks. Thank you again, Georgette, for being my host for today. I will talk to you later on today. Listen, guys, stay safe out there. The coronavirus has not gone anywhere. Nowhere. She's still out there running around, wreaking havoc. Now she's having little baby spurs, spreading them around. That's more powerful than her first one. So be careful. If you have not been vaccinated, keep your mask on. Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet apart. She's still out there. She has not gone anywhere. I don't think she's ever going to go anywhere. That's just me thinking. I could be wrong. If we could spray the air and make her go away, I'm sure we would. I don't think that's the case. But anyway, love you guys for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Until next time, people, make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.